Alright guys, on the way to the gym, and I will be honest with you, it's been a long day. As you can see, it's dark out, it's already 8 p.m, which isn't great. I've had much later workouts. Back in the day, I preferred hitting the gym at 10 o'clock midnight, just having it to myself. So, I don't mind a late day workout. I mind it a lot more now at 26 than I did at 18, but like, I don't mind getting a good late workout in. All that being said, I've spent pretty much all day moving furniture, taking furniture apart so I can move between rooms, because I'm watching my dad for mom right now, and I'm only there to kind of just make sure he gets his meds, his food's pureed, and that he doesn't get capital, right? Just so he's not home alone until we get something figured out for him, or until he's better to the point that he can sustainably live home alone, right? So I'm home alone with him today, and my mom wants a bunch of the rooms reorganized for like foster kids when they start getting more foster kids again, and we're adopting my foster brother, so he needs his own room instead of being stuck in other rooms, bunk bed. So it was like a whole deal. So like, I took apart a bed today, I took apart a dresser today, moved them between rooms, put them back together, moved dressers from the room and bed from the room that was coming from or going to, and put in the room that the other bed and dresser came from. It was a whole day thing, right? So I am exhausted, and for some reason my hamstrings are really sore, and my knees kind of hurt. I do have my leg sweeps today, so the plan right now is to go in. I don't think I will risk a full leg day just based off how my knees feel. So what I'm thinking is maybe 2, if not 3, hamstring focused exercises. So I'm thinking more than likely lying hamstring curl machine, and the more hamstring focused foot placement on the silver leg press. And then I will probably go hit abs and then do some cardio. So I know that's not the most exciting workout in the world, but I think it's what I have the energy for, and I think it's probably the best move based off of how I feel overall. All that being said, I'm still going to give my full effort, still going to be a good workout, and we're going to get our cardio in. So that above anything else. Protein, yeah, in list of priorities, I would say it's protein, calorie deficit, cardio. But all 3 are basically just as important as the other. But, you know, if I miss my cardio, fine, I missed my cardio. But if I don't hit my protein, that's not okay. If I go over on calories, that's definitely not okay. So that's why they kind of surpass. They're more important in their own way. But they're all equally, like all 3 of them. You gotta have them all 3 going for weight loss. So, anyways, I'll stop yapping. I'll see you at the gym. Alright guys, well, as you can tell, I'm on the recumbent bike. I'm not in there hitting abs or legs right now. And the reason for that being, just right now, I got the resistance up for like a good cardio session. But even now, on something as easy as the recumbent bike, my knees are popping and creaking a lot. Went to start hitting some hams, felt some discomfort on the hamstring curls. Just said, not worth risking. And so, it's super busy, despite it being almost 9 o'clock at night. Super busy in there. So I'm going to focus on what's important. You know, I don't necessarily need to hit abs. It was more of a hope and a way to fill more of the weight training session out, because I figured I'd try to get some hamstrings in. My knees are not feeling it. So we'll just sit here, do some cardio, talk for a little bit. I'll eventually end the video and finish my cardio. I do intend on this probably being about a 45-minute to an hour session. So nothing too crazy. I've already gotten 15,000 steps in today because of everything I did at the house. But that being said, there's no excuse not to still get you cardio on top of that. But since my knees aren't feeling the best, something to get a little easier on the knees, such as this recumbent bike, but still challenging by turning up the resistance. So that being said, I'm actually able to turn it up just a smidge more. All right. So everything channel-wise, we hit 100 subscribers. I can't thank you guys enough for that. And I want to hit 200 hopefully by the show, by halfway for eating next year. I think we can do it because we've got the first 100 in about 6 months. So I think we can get the other 100 in the same amount of time, if not faster. But thank you guys, I appreciate that. In terms of the show, life has been difficult lately. There's been days where I've been able to hit, stick to the diet, and then there's been days where I've had to fast because I didn't have food for the diet relatively available to me, which has led to binge eating the next day because I still didn't have that food available to me because I've been unemployed. Been unemployed for 3 months. If I could show you, if it wasn't personal, it just feels weird to post on the internet, like my emails and my texts and like my Indeed. I've gotten messages, I've had interviews, I've even had a drug test, I've had background checks that I've passed, and yet I don't hear it back from anybody on job opportunities. So I've just been very unfortunate. I guess the job market just sucks right now. There's nothing I can do about that. So right now I don't actually have any income. But it's what has been taking care of Dan, her mom, since I'm already unemployed anyways. But yeah, it's been hard to stick to diet. It's been hard to hit protein because I can't just eat all my parents' chicken or all my brother and his wife's chicken and ground deer all the time. I was buying my own groceries and taking care of things that way, and I just haven't been as fortunate to be able to do that in the past 3 months, and it sucks because it feels like all I've done is maintain because the diet's been all over the place. At first, it was a goal, stress with Dad, and then it's also just been not having any income to buy food for the diet. The goal is still this summer, 2026, June 2026, but don't be surprised if I end up just doing 2027 show instead. But I am going to push as hard as I can, and I'm going to get to one of those 2 shows, preferably 2026. But just laying it all out there for you guys. But I love you guys. I didn't want to leave you hanging with no video. I promised the video. Fully intended on coming in and weight training, but my knees are killing me after the day I've had, and so is my lower back. But it is what it is. I was moving furniture away from my parents, reorganizing the basement, reorganizing the downstairs bedrooms for their foster kids. So it is what it is. I'm exhausted. I don't really have much else to say, just a bit of a life update, a diet update, and again, the channel's going to continue to go as it has, just with the new editing style. I have not figured out what's going on with the mics. I did test them before I came in, they still aren't working. So I'll just continue to edit the videos that I have. So hopefully everyone is all right with the new editing style. That being said, I appreciate you guys. We'll be back here tomorrow for back day. If the video you like it, if you made it this far in the video and you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. You're already here anyways. If you want the best supplements in the market, Harder than last time supplements code JS15, save 15% off of your order. Instagram, TikTok merch, all links down in the description. And I'm going to finish this cardio, and I'll see you tomorrow.